What's up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of AMsportsBALLERS. I'm your host, Martin Gustrud, and with me, as always, I got Sigurd Grå. What's up, Sigurd?
Yo, what's up, Martin, bro? Not much, bro. I'm just chilling, getting ready for last regular season game, coming up this next weekend, and yeah, I'm ready, bro. It's gonna be an exciting episode. We're gonna have some cool guests, cool stuff to talk about. So yeah, let's get into it.
Yeah, you said it last week of regular season, right? Week
Yeah, exactly.
6, and it's gonna be good. I'm excited. We got maybe the most excited game would be the Trolls traveling up to Bern, because that's gonna be the biggest difference maker in how we're gonna decide who's gonna be who in the seed rankings.
Yeah,
It's gonna be good, man. I'm really
yeah,
excited
it's
for
gonna
this
be
week.
exciting. Me too. I think it's going to be a decent amount of people over at Bern too. So I think if you live by or decently close, definitely you should make the trip up to watch that game. It's going to be a fun weekend.
Yeah, and also if you want to hear me and Sigur's score prediction of upcoming week, head to patreon.com/AMsportsTV, and we got all the games, all the weeks. We made predictions, so that's gonna be that's fun.
We got a
If you
little we got a little friendly battle going on there too. So and it's getting a little close now.
Yeah, we're tied coming up to week 6 here. So
Yeah.
if it continues like this, it's gonna be exciting championship game, because that's automatically gonna decide who's gonna run off with the small prize we got going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, so head to Patreon if you wanna be a part of that.
Yeah.
Uh, not any games got played this weekend, so we're not
Yeah,
gonna
it's
talk
bye
too
week.
much. We have no games to talk about right now, so that's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna talk about what's been happening, and unfortunately, we've been not talking about U17 that much this season. So we're gonna head at make a dive into U17 and make it a U17 episode a little bit. So looking forward to that.
Yeah.
We got some big.
And also, there's other stuff going on though, but we're going to be talking about U17 today. But yeah, it's just so y'all know, stay tuned because there's some cool stuff coming later on.
Yeah.
And not that U17 is not cool. That's cool too. So stay and listen to that, man. Hey, give some shout out to all the young bucks out here in Norway.
Yep, I can say real quick that what we're gonna do this episode is gonna talk U17. We're gonna have Leo Billgren on, and he's gonna talk a little bit of about the national team, and maybe we'll take a little dip into the Swedish series and check out how that's been
Yeah.
going on. And also, I got a little announcement at the end of the episode, so stay tuned for that. And it's gonna be a good one, Sigurd. I'm looking forward to it.
Yes, sir. Let's go.
If you look in the middle here, you can see the logo of Contact Sports, and that's our sponsor right now. And they've been providing us with the merch that you can see us wearing. You can see my AMsports logo there, and also the Ballers of the Week, and also you got Sigurd's Ballers T-shirts there. So, and they've also been providing us with a promo code that we want you guys to use if you want 10% off their website right now. So, and Sigurd, the season is heading to an end. So, if you guys
Yeah.
want to use the promo code before it disappear, now is the time. And you will probably have your stuff before playoff too, so that's a good thing, right?
Yeah. You'll definitely have your stuff before playoff. But yeah, I was just about to say, yeah. So you need your absolute swag for the playoffs, man. Look good, play good. That's what I say. So definitely go check in on that and get what you need, bro. Get ready for playoffs.
10% off Ballers 10. You
Yep.
guys use it. Hey, we got it for you guys to use it. There's no point for us to get a
Yep.
promo code if nobody uses it. So let's go.
Yeah.
Let's get on
I
the
already know
website.
that a lot of people have used this. So we appreciate that though, 100%.
Yeah, that's for sure. We heard. I mean,
Yeah.
when you buy a helmet or pads, I mean, you're gonna save up to several thousand nooks. So it's definitely worth it, in my opinion, to have a promo code active like that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
important, you can only use it once, so make sure you make it worth it.
Yeah.
All right, Sigurd. Let's
All right,
talk a
man.
little bit about U17.
Let's do it, bro.
U17 has been exciting this year. Like, it's been good. It's been close.
Yeah.
It's been what we want it to be. Two teams are really at the top right now. It's the reigning champ Lillestrøm Starfighters, and it's the Vålerenga Trolls. And let me just carry this a little bit more, Sigurd. They met a couple of weeks ago. First, they met at Vålerenga at Jordal, and Starfighters really dominated that game and really pretty much crushed the Trolls. But then a couple of weeks later, they were at Stentaru, and Trolls won. So that's really fun
Oh,
to see how the two teams like they won on each other's home field. I
home
mean
field. Yeah,
that's cool.
that is cool.
Alright, so clearly you can see Lillestrøm won over Glads 47-0. Trolls won over also Vikings 60-7, excuse me. And then Trolls won over Glads. Starfighters won over Oslo Vikings. So it's really Trolls and Starfighters. And when they met, right here, you can see Starfighters won 51-20 at the 27th of April. But they met
Mm.
just a week after, the 4th of May,
Yeah.
when I was stuck in France. They met.
Yeah.
And Trolls won 36-28. So,
Mm.
I mean, it's gonna if those two teams are heading to the championship game, I would imagine, and I mean
Yeah.
that's gonna be an exciting game if you can really pick a winner right now. Like, it's no favorite. Both of them have won over each other. Like, that's really cool. I feel like.
Yeah. That is cool. It makes it a little bit more exciting, you know. Do they still do for U17? Do they still do national championship game?
Yeah, yeah.
They do. They it's an official Norwegian champion. Like,
Yeah, U17, man, it's gonna be
Nice.
the same day as the national championship for the seniors at Ural, the 15th of June. You see it
Hey.
right here, 15th of June. We got the championship game, number one versus number two. 12 o'clock.
Yep.
I mean, at Ural, the game before the game, if you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna be a football party, that game. Like, all that
Yeah.
weekend, actually. It's gonna be Friday. It's gonna be flag football things. It's gonna be some celebrities dropping by. It's gonna be some old veterans dropping by playing some flag football. And then that's Friday. And then Saturday is gonna be football parties. It's gonna be two championship games, U17 and the seniors. And then
Yeah.
on Sunday, it doesn't stop. On Sunday, actually, it's women football on Ural. So it's gonna be a full football party that weekend. So I'm looking forward. I'm really looking forward to that weekend, 15th of June.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be cool to see, man. Maybe, hey, who knows, Goose? You gonna strap it up again or what?
I might try out some flag football. I don't know. I've been working out. I've
Ooh.
been actually. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking, bro. I've been doing
Okay.
push-ups, sit-ups. I'm doing some curls. I got
Damn.
some weights here at home, and the
Damn,
sun.
Goose.
The sun has just brought me some energy, bro. I've been out in the sun. I got my
Yeah.
first sunburn today. Like, yeah, you see that?
Ooh,
You
look
see
at
that burn
that.
right
Look at
there?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
it's so burnt,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
super burnt.
Crazy. Crazy burn.
It actually is burned though on this
So
side. Look at that pink.
I see that. I see that.
Yeah.
It's kind of red, yeah.
So yeah, man. I've been trying to not get back
That's
to
cool
form.
though.
I've been
No,
even
no,
doing
no.
squats. No weights.
Damn, man. Hey, it's been years, huh?
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
to be honest.
5. There we go.
6 years since I been to a gym.
Damn.
Yeah.
6 years. Yeah, that's the last time you played, I think. So it makes sense, you know.
Bro, when I stopped to play, I stopped all activity. The problem was I kept
Damn.
eating like I was fucking hitting the gym 4 times a week. So I gained
Yeah.
10 kilos right when I stopped. The first season I didn't play, I gained so much weight. I had to be like, okay, so I don't need to eat that much, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense, you know. It makes sense. Your body burns it at a different rate now.
Yeah, definitely. Hitting that
Yeah.
30 don't help. It don't help.
Yeah, probably not. Probably
Yeah.
not.
But yeah, I've been trying to do some push-ups, do some sit-ups. Man, I feel good.
Nice,
Yeah,
nice, bro. Yeah,
I
get
mean,
get in that shape, man. Get game ready, bro. You
yeah,
never
you gotta
know.
do it. You
Like
gotta
suddenly
do
you want to
what you
strap it up
gotta
again.
do.
So
What you say?
exactly. I see that the video is lagging a little bit. No, I just said that you gotta stay ready. Suddenly you want to strap it up again. So
You never know, right?
never know.
You never
Never know.
know.
All
I
right, let's
might.
hop back in with these U17 stuff.
Yeah, man. I mean, we could talk about some players. Unfortunately, I don't have any highlights ready for them, but obviously for the Trolls, it's their quarterback number 14, Nygård, Oliver Nygård, I think, been killing it.
Hmm.
Like, I think as a quarterback, I think he's been probably doing the best job in the season, and Starfighters also has a really good quarterback in Elias. So, I mean, it's really coming up to those two teams, and I'm just super excited to see them meet for the third time in the championship game.
Yeah.
Probably, I mean, they haven't won the
Yeah.
semi
Don't
yet,
hey,
but
don't shoot the gun. Don't shoot the gun.
yeah,
No, no.
I'm just saying
What?
probably. Like, just the way I probably feel like it's gonna be Eidsvoll versus Glads in the semi in the championship game. Even though I really want the Trolls to lose this weekend against Eidsvoll, so they can travel down to Glads in the semifinal, beat the
Mm.
Glads, and then it's gonna be Ural at home field. The first year back, they got Ural back. They're fucking playing the championship game at their home field. I mean, that's my dream scenario this year.
Oh yeah. Are you talking about for seniors, right?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. I was just my audio got a little bit messed up, but yeah, no, yeah, that would be cool, man. To see you all being, or not to see Trolls getting to play their championship or a champion, their comeback championship game. When was the last time the Trolls were in the championship game? Do you know?
I have no idea. No freaking idea when the last time Trolls was in the championship game.
Because
No idea.
yeah, that's has to be a long time ago. But they've definitely been in the championship game. They're one of the oldest teams in Norway, so they definitely have been in it. Don't you think? Yeah, right.
Yeah,
They must have.
they must have.
Yeah, they must have. So, but yeah, it would definitely be cool to see those guys get back to like top performance shape, and then to do it all at their home stadium. That's the dream scenario for any player. But it's gonna be a cool weekend for sure. So, I think it's very worthwhile to go down to Ural to watch the championship game this year, or be a part of the championship weekend. Like you said, it's going to be a lot of activities. So, yeah.
Yeah. So I've been actually, let's talk about the seniors right now, because I've been doing some research in the rules about how they would make the number one, number two seeds, right? So
Yeah.
right now, Eidsvoll is number one because the match between Eidsvoll and Glads, Eidsvoll has the biggest points differential between that game. So
Okay.
when it came down, it went down like 2 points, 8 points. Both got 8 points. They got 4 wins, so they both got 8 points. And then it went to if they won against each other, and then both of them are 1-1 against each other. So that one got canceled, and then it went to the
Yeah.
point differential against each other. So Eidsvoll is number one right now, and Eidsvoll is the only team that can fumble the freaking ball this weekend, and they will
Yeah.
still get home field advantage, but they would have to fight the Trolls in the semi. And I bet Eidsvoll would want to maybe battle the Starfighters, considering uh, they got a pretty good track record against the Starfighters already. Um,
Yeah.
Bro, did you think about this? Think about this. Starfighters did not start their quarterback last week, right? Do you think
No.
they lost on purpose?
Why would
To
they do that?
Yeah, for make sure they're number five because Eidsvoll was number one.
Number 4. You mean
Yeah,
number
number
4?
four. Yeah, to make sure there was number four. So because Eidsvoll got number one, so they would go to Eidsvoll and not to Kristiansand in case they beat Trolls and became number 3 and had to go down to Kristiansand if Kristiansand
And
stays
then
at
that
2.
would create like a number issue, like who would take the trip and stuff like that. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah, I mean, like, I feel like
Um,
I
I
definitely feel like they didn't
I,
try to win that game.
it was yeah, it was a blowout. You know, it's 50-0. It's definitely a blowout, and I don't think they intentionally lost the game. I don't think any team ever would intentionally lose a game. I could understand that there's some strategic moves to be made from it, but I think from intentionally giving up a game, your players would never. First of all, your players would never agree to that. Second of all, your players would lose all respect to you as a coach if you came into the locker room and said, "Hey guys, hey, let's just flip this one. Let's just lose this one real quick,
Yeah,
okay?"
but
And then we got 4 speed.
the
I don't think
coaches
so. I
can
don't think so.
control the personnel though, and I'm not saying
True.
Kevin Doyle was not injured because yeah, you know, I never know. He went out the
Yeah.
game earlier, so he probably was injured. But
Yeah.
the play calling and stuff like that is definitely something coaches can. We talked about it the last
Yeah.
episode. We did. We talked about it the last episode
We did
that the
talk.
play calling
We
was
talked about it in the last episode. Yeah,
that the
but
play calling
I
was kind
think
of
no.
sus.
Like I said in that game, I think it was an experiment. I think it was them understanding the situation that they were in without the quarterback in Kevin, and them also having a, you know, they have a, or it's kind of weird because from like how whenever we game plan against them, they've always been kind of like run heavy with their kind of like triple option plays, you know, and all the reverse stuff and jet sweeps, you know. So it was kind of weird to see them like fully going into a passing scheme, but as I like suspect, because they did have a good passing scheme going into the last game against the Trolls. They had some good passes there in the last quarter, and they've also had some good passes during the season with Kevin throwing some really nice dimes up the field. But yeah, like I said in the last episode, I think maybe this was not an experiment, but a time and place to test out the young quarterback for Lillestrøm, who they definitely have a lot of trust in, because, you know, they, like you said earlier in the season, like, is one of the reasons you talked to Lillestrøm and you asked, like, yeah, so one of the reasons you guys are bringing him in is for, like, to kind of like help develop a good quarterback and their junior quarterback coming up because he was a decent talent. And you said that they said it was definitely moving or a deciding factor, but it's not the main reason. But so I think maybe this was a time just to experiment and test out the young quarterback and how he's developed as a player, being under Kevin. And unfortunately, it didn't go as planned. But you know, he's still young. So, but I think that was the plan, to be honest. I don't think they intentionally lost the game. I never think that. But I think that they took it as an experiment or as a time to test out their young quarterbacks' arm slinging abilities.
Definitely makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
definitely make more sense than they trying to scheme themselves into something in
Yeah.
the playoff. Like, when nothing is set yet, because ISOL could still become number 2 and Glass could still become number 1. I think if ISOL loses now and Glass win, Glass will have 5-1 and ISOL will have 4-2. So Glass is the clear number 1 anyway. So with the points, So big, a lot of stakes for you guys this weekend. How have practice been, knowing that you control your own fate?
It's been good. You know, guys are calm and collected. We're they're in they got good motives. I'll tell you that much. We're not slacking off. Definitely a lot of practice. You know, we got some good hype. You know, I've been participating a little bit myself in practice now to like kind of test myself out, and you know, we got some good hype up going. So I'm excited. I'm excited for sure. But yeah, no, like I said, Martin, I think the intensity is good with us boys up here in Eidsvoll, and I definitely think it's gonna be. Definitely don't think that the intensity is lower or any lower down there in Oslo with the Trolls. I think they're also hyped as shit. So
it's so funny. You guys both scored 50 points plus, and it's gonna be like you both have like the huge momentum ever going into the last season. So that's It's
It's
fun,
kind of weird.
man.
You never really see that. You never really see that,
No,
you know?
no, it's fun.
Two
It's fun.
blowouts and then yeah. The last time
Uh,
I saw that was kind of like with Eitel and Vikings, but now it's Eitel and Trolson. That's awesome. That's so cool, you know?
yeah,
So yeah.
I mean, I just really want an exciting game for sure. But
Mm.
I hope, you know, I just hope Trolls reaches the championship game. That's all I want for the Trolls this year. I really want them to face Iceland in the championship game. I don't know why, but that would be like the best scenario ever in my mind. Obviously, Glads,
Yeah.
we can't rule Glads
I
out, and Starfighters might have a comeback.
yeah.
I mean, all the four teams are in the playoff right now, so nothing is ruled out. Anything can happen, and we've seen Starfighters
Yeah.
surprise before. They led over you guys in the
Oh yeah,
halftime, so
yeah, no, against the Vikings last year.
yeah, but
Oh
Starfighters
yeah.
led.
They led over us in this regular season. Yeah, I thought you were
Yeah,
talking about the close game that they had against the Vikings in the playoffs last year. That was
yeah, they
close.
did.
That
They
was
did.
really nice.
Even though you could say Vikings was saving a few pieces, but for a few guys, but
Yeah, they had they also had Will being suspended because of the hit he made on Michael the game prior
oh really,
in that game.
oh
Yeah,
really, okay, bro. Before we move on to Leo, because he's gonna be here in a few minutes, I
yeah,
really just wanna talk about something funny, and that is,
yeah.
have you remember the ISIL playmaker Kristin James, right? All right,
Of
so
course, I
he
remember him, bro.
I've been talking to him a little bit, and we've been I pay attention to social media and stuff, and I think I said this in the episode a while back that he's been boxing, right?
Yeah. Stepping
But
into the world of uh, what do you call it? It's not MMA. It's boxing. It's boxing.
yeah, just look at this.
All right.
There we go. That's more. Yeah, looked he knocked him down right there.
Oof.
All right, one
He's
one more
got
time
fast.
then.
I know that he's got fast. I know that he's got fast feet, but I didn't know he had fast hands. Let's see it.
All right, separation.
Yeah.
But I wanted to pay attention to the celebration after he gets a KO here.
All right.
Boom, face. Oh, get no chance of the guy down, and then okay. I thought it was swiping. But
Yeah.
we all
I don't know.
remember
He
Kristen
flexing. He
James,
was
right?
flexing.
We remember
Oh, we
Kristen
of
James.
course remember Kristin James. Let's watch this right here. Fastest
I
player
mean,
to ever touch the ball out here in Norway, bro. Definitely, bro.
you could
Definitely.
you could argue he's been the fastest player in Norway ever. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
you can just not touch him. That's for sure. You could not touch him.
No. Shifty and like crazy acceleration, crazy top speed, dude. And he had physical with him too.
Yeah.
This guy was just insane.
Remember, I just want to say all of these highlights is from one game, just one game. I went to YouTube, found one game,
Yeah,
and he's
dude.
just a
He
funny
was
guy.
such a
I
he was
miss
such a
Christian, man.
dominant player. Yeah, he was such a dominant player. It's insane.
Yeah. You know what else I found though? Which funny. You know what else I found? Maybe the hardest hit ever in Norway. Boom.
Oh,
You saw
yeah. If I'm
that?
not mistaken, that's Brian. That's Brian Morrow right there. If I'm not mistaken,
Brian Muro
one of my idols growing up, man.
on the
Big hit of
Devang.
safety right here.
Bah.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a
that's
hard hit.
insane.
It's the same. It just showed up on the highlight I found on YouTube. He got ejected by this hit on targeting helmet to helmet or something. Boom, right there.
Damn. Yeah, it's a different league back then, bro. It was a different league back then, you know. Physical ball. That's
Right?
for sure. That's for sure.
I mean, I mean, I feel like Brian always laid the hit every time. He
Dude,
was
he
so
always,
physical,
always,
so physical.
always. Yeah, like I said, man, one of my idols growing up, bro. He was it was him and Arne out here in Norway. That was just like crazy athletes, man. Just doing insane stuff. Never a fear in their eye, man. And that's really what like kind of motivated me. You know, like this guy was just so Like never a fear in his eye. None of them.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, we're gonna introduce our guest here. He's head coach for Superserien
Yeah.
Crowns, and also he's the head coach of the Norwegian national team, which is coming up pretty soon. We got a camp going on. We got a lot of news, and we're gonna dive into it a little bit with Leo here. Welcome to the show, Leo.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, there we go.
There you
I
go.
can hear you. Hope you can hear me.
Yep.
Yeah, we can
You're
hear
all
you.
good.
One little point: I'm actually not the head coach of the Superserien Crowns. I'm just the OC.
Oh, there we go.
Ah,
I didn't even know that. So
corrected it.
corrected. I
He
stand
stands
corrected.
corrected.
Right, I stand
Yeah.
corrected. So, Leo,
There you go.
can you tell me a little bit about the new news that we've been hearing about the national team? Because I think U17 just got announced too, right?
Yes, we have camps coming up in August for both seniors and U17, and it's a stretch to call them national team camps at this point. It's more of a national camp for that age group, and then whoever is in that camp can be selected for upcoming camps when we will try and actually pick a squad. So it's an open forum. If you're 17 or younger and you want to just get better, you can come to that camp. You don't have to be shooting for a spot on the national team.
Yeah, that's smart to keep it like it's both a national team camp but also a development camp, right? So you get both input, not just for a tryout, but also if you are new to the sport, you can use this camp as a way to really develop your skills, right?
Definitely. And the same thing goes for the seniors. Of course, we're trying to see as many senior players as we can, and hopefully we have a great turnout and the best ones we pick for upcoming camps in 2025. But it's open, so you don't have to be shooting for a spot when we start playing competitive football.
Yeah. So, just a quick question. Let me set up the picture here real quick. Is the coaches that you announced, these ones, they're not the official national team coaches, right? They're just who's coming to the camp.
That is correct. This is the national staff for senior camp 2024. I expect a lot of these names will be the same when we go into 2025, but it's a little bit of a development when it comes to coaching as well, and we want to evaluate and who fits where and who can actually make that commitment, because now it's not a huge commitment. It's some prep work, and then it's one weekend basically. There might be one or two guys that can't commit to bigger role going forward, but I'm hoping that most of these names will be the same. It's a very, very good staff, in my opinion.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
just wondering who, because it was a name here was kind of unknown for some of the people here in Norway, probably. Billy Kennedy. In my experience, I'm pretty sure he used to be a coach over for Karlstad. Was he not?
Uh-oh.
Experiencing some internet issues.
Uh-oh. We're gonna head back to Leo when he comes back, of course. Yeah, did you see the list before we didn't even talk about touch that list, you and me. We can do that, Sigurd. It's some really good coaches on that list, is what I mean. So you got Leo as a head coach, and you got Kasper as a offensive coordinator and a quarterback coach. So that's a really good selection for that role. And Billy BD Kennedy. So you know about him? You heard about him before?
Yeah, he used to be a coach in Karlstad. I actually played against him when he was a coach in Karlstad. He's
Okay.
he's a he's a big dude. So okay, I think maybe Leo's back now.
I don't know what happened, guys. I'm sorry, but
No worries.
with the Wi-Fi, I don't know what's going on. So I lost you guys when you had a question about Billy Kennedy, BD.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
We were just talking about it. We were because his name is probably a little bit unknown here in Norway, but in my experience, I think he used to be a coach over for Karlstad. Did he not?
He was the head coach before. He's been in football for like 20 years, but
Hmm.
he's from Oklahoma. Coached
Oh.
O-line at a college over there, D2, I believe. He's been in a number of different roles, but he was the national head coach for the Swedish senior national team for
Ah.
the last 5 years, and he's currently the O-line coach for the Crusaders in the Super Series. So he's deep into football.
Yeah. He was a part of the European Championship squad and for
Yeah,
Sweden.
yes, sir. Both
Nice.
last time when they lost the bronze game, and also 2 years before that when they played the championship game.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah. And there's some other names let's just move down the list, like Göran Thomason as wide receiver coach. That's a good selection. And Stian, head coach for Eidsvoll, as a slot receiver tight end coach. And then Jesse as a defensive coordinator and cornerback coach. We know Jesse from also Vikings. We have both played against him and as a player and as a coach. And Erik Håkonsson as a D-line. He's been a national team coach in Norway before. I think he was a part of the U19 team that went down to
Italy,
Italy.
yes.
And Will Sewell at linebacker coach. Can't wait to see what he can bring to the table as a coach. I know he's a really, really good player.
Mm-hmm.
And
Sure.
Yusuf Ngusu, safety coach. That's a little bit surprising because he's not playing safety as of right now for the Glads. He's playing cornerback and wide receiver. But I mean, DB's a DB, right? So I think he got a lot to bring to the table, and he's like 30-something years, so he brings a lot of experience too. And Uno,
And
defensive assistant.
he's got a long he's got a long history of coaching in Sweden as well. He's been the head coach for two U19 national champion squads in Karlstad, for instance, and
Oh,
yeah, long history with coaching from an early age. So that's a strong name for us as well.
definitely.
Oh, that's
Definitely,
awesome.
like,
Yeah, I didn't know that. That's really cool news. For sure. Yeah, I just want to shoot in a little question there because I see you guys have Jesse Audefar, a guy that actually a lot of respect for because he was a really good coach over for the Vikings. I talked to him a little bit here and there. And how'd you guys? Because I know that he's been away from the scene for a little bit. He's doing his physio, his little physio stuff now. But how'd you guys get him out of the shadows and back to football?
Well, it's not very hard to tell you the truth. I talked to him and presented what our plan is and what we want to do and what could be a good role for him, and he was very excited. Felt like that's something that football in Norway really needs, and we'll see if he will be interested in committing longer term. But for now, he's signed up for camp as the defensive coordinator, and I think that's a strong draw for defensive players around Norway to know that, okay, he's going to be running the show on defense. That's a strong name. Everybody I talk to say great things about him. So
Yeah,
excited to have him on the staff for sure.
yeah, that's definitely gonna be cool.
do you? When is the date for the first camp again? Just to remind everybody.
Yeah, you should all go to the federation website because there you can sign up and get all the information. I tend to mix the two weekends, so I want to just check my calendar here to make sure because we have junior camp and then senior camp, and we've been talking back and forth on who should go first and all that stuff. But I'll figure it out here in a sec. We got the um, camp August 16th to 18th.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the senior ones, right?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And the juniors
The week after.
the week after. All right, so it's
Okay.
gonna be like a full
Nice.
football experience. You guys is gonna all the coaches is gonna participate on both camps.
No, for the U17, we'll use the U17 national team staff. So
Right.
a couple of guys will be at both, but most of them are different. Stian is not coaching U17 this year, so he's only doing the senior camp. And also, I'm doing a quarterback camp the Friday of each of these two camps. I'm doing a quarterback camp, a one-day camp that Friday leading up to the start of the official camp, so to speak, Friday evening.
Yeah.
So the quarterbacks can get a head start. And that's a separate deal. You don't have to do one to do the other. But I mean, I'm going to Norway anyways. Let's use all the time. I can fly in earlier and have 2 sessions with the quarterbacks and set them up for camp so they know reads and plays a little bit more.
Yeah,
because it's tough to install an offense in 3 days.
yeah, for sure.
Definitely.
That's where the senior quarterbacks, right?
Both. We do it for U17 as well on the Friday before.
Okay. Well, I could say it's gonna be really exciting. I'm super excited. I signed up the first day I saw that it was
Love it.
possible to sign up, so I'm super excited to get down there, bro. It's gonna be a blast. So yeah, shout out to everyone who's watching this. If you guys are involved in American football in Norway, you're eligible for the U17 camp or the senior camp. Sign up for one of them, man. Have some fun. Come out there and play football.
Let's do it. I hope,
Yeah.
like you said, I hope everybody that signed up when we sent out that little poll, like who's interested in starting up a national team program, if all those guys sign up, we'll have a fantastic camp. And as you guys presented, the staff is ready to roll, and I think the federation and us as a staff do a great job of like really plan ahead, so we are like very well prepared when we get into camp and give everybody great experience.
Yeah, that's great. That's great news. Yeah.
I think signups has been open since like May, right? 1st of May or something like that. And do you as a head coach keep track of who's been signing up and stuff like that, and be like, hey, we're missing this guy, and just pick up your phone and be like, hey, do it, you know?
A little bit, yes. I don't have straight access into the system where they get signed up, because it's not like a Google sheet. It's something that goes through the federation website. But I get from our general manager, Øyvind Jensen, he gives me feedback like, oh, these guys have not signed up, and that club has only these. So I try to push a little bit and contact guys like, hey, we want to see you at camp, man.
Yeah.
And obviously this is a stupid question, because you haven't been on the camp yet, and you haven't had any games in a few years now. So, but which position do you think Norway could be like where we can be the strongest position? Which group do you think we are the strongest one right now?
That's a very interesting question. Not a stupid question at all. I mean, I know Norwegian football quite well, and I of course follow the Eliteserien, and I also of course follow the Vikings. So I think I got a pretty good feel. The question is, are you talking depth or just the starters will be the best group?
I mean, it would be a combination, right? Like where you would have the star power, but also where you have the backups who can also bring it.
I think we'll be good at receiver for sure. That's one position that sticks out to me. If everybody that we have with a Norwegian passport that is eligible, if they all sign up, I think we can be really strong there. I think we will be strong at safety. And also I think our starting O-line will be very good, but I'm open to be possibly surprised at any position. So don't want to sell the farm too soon here. If somebody sticks out there and really goes out with a bang in that camp, I'll be very happy. So we'll see. But those positions are probably the ones that I'd say now.
I can say that I think the DB group's gonna be deep, man. I think that DB group's gonna be fire.
All right.
That's awesome.
I went into the question with kind of an answer in my head too, and I thought like D-line was gonna be like your answer, because I feel like D-line is something we're really good at in Norway. I feel like.
Yeah. Hey, you're not wrong. There are so many good positions. Maybe my eye is a little bit more towards the offense with my background, so I know those guys a little bit better. And I think we have especially at receiver, a couple of guys that really stick out that can be fantastic for us.
I don't really think that I have any special questions lined up. I just think that like I said earlier, it's going to be really exciting. And as like the more guys that show up to this camp, the more competitive this potential national team can be. You know what I mean? If you can bring a lot of guys in there, so we could all compete like it's a like a D1 college. Like it's a serious job. And I talked to some of these guys that are on the staff a little bit beforehand, and they were like, "Hey, it's like." Everyone's starting out from scratch. It don't really matter who you are or where you've been, man. It's you come out there to show up, and it's going to be a camp from scratch for everyone. So definitely think there's a good opportunity for anyone who wants to try out or come out there.
I mean, this camp is a little bit different because it's only a startup camp. But moving forward, we have a system where we grade all the players on all plays, inside run, Skelly, and team. And whoever grades out the highest will be the starter for the next day. So you'll be moving up and down the depth chart, so to speak, during camp. So it's going to be totally fair, and only what you've done at camp will be graded, and that's it. So everybody starts with a clean slate, and off we go.
Yeah.
All right.
That's some cool info there, folks.
Yeah. All right. So I really want to touch a little bit on the Swedish league here before we let you go, Leo, because you're kind of you kind of been there for us when we been talking about the Swedish league. So just want to take a quick dive into it right now, because we got Karlstad on top, Crusaders undefeated, right? And we got you guys 2-0 Crowns on number 2 as of right now. Are you surprised you're at number 2, or you like getting down on you guys for not being at the top right now?
No, I mean, we lost to Karlstad 24-21 in a tight game. We had our quarterback knocked rather out of the game late third quarter. So that was tough for us to come back. I felt that game was very close, could have gone either way. I think we were very evenly matched with Karlstad. Stockholm's really good too, but they've been battling a lot of injuries. So these 3 teams in the top 3 is, I think, what everybody expected. And we're going to have a game last round of the regular season versus Stockholm, and that will decide who will be number 2 seed and gets a first round bye and home field in the semi. I think that game is going to be huge for how that plays out moving forward. But those 3 teams in the top, whatever order, not a huge surprise.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question about your expertise, or from your experience? Because you already, as we talked about earlier in the year about the podcast about Vikings coming up in the Swedish series. Now we've gotten to see a little bit from the Vikings. They got their first win under their belt, which is congratulations to them. It's a great feat. And but from your view, are you kind of like, when you see the Vikings, are you kind of disappointed from how they have been doing in Sweden, or are you surprised, or how are your reaction to the Vikings in the Swedish league so far?
I think it's been pretty much what I expected. I did not think they would beat any of the 4 teams that played the Super Series last year, but I don't think they played bad in those games. Against Karlstad, they didn't have their Americans, and then it's going to be really tough. But the other 3 games, I think they did well. I think they've shown that they can play offense. They have some guys that can catch the ball, some depth at running back. O-line's been doing pretty well. So I think on offense, they're like middle of the pack of the Super Series, which is good. Maybe they're the 4th, 5th best offense, something like that. And I also expected them to struggle a little bit more on defense, because all the teams in Sweden have good skill positions. I mean, the receivers are good on just about any team, and I figured that Oslo would struggle a bit against the pass, and that's been pretty much true, I'd say, if you look at the games and the stats. But I also expected them to be evenly matched, or maybe even favorites against the teams that moved up from the Swedish Division 1 to the Super Series this year. And so far, they've They've beaten Kristianstad and they are yet to play Limhamn and AIK, so we'll see. But I think they're pretty much playing on par, so to speak, right now, and that's good enough.
Yeah.
I think they're
Yeah,
aiming
it's some of the
to
same
be number 5
expectations.
right now.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it's okay. I think they're aiming into land at number 5 spot. They got they had a really hard, tough season opener against you guys, and then they had a few tough games in the beginning of the season. But they got Griffins and they got how do you call it? Aiko,
AIK, yes.
Aiko, and so
AIK.
that's could be manageable at least to win 2 games heading off to kick off the end of the season, leading into the playoffs. So I still got some hope that the Vikings could build, carry some momentum into the playoff in the way the season ends.
No, most definitely. I mean, again, beating one of the top 4 teams, I think that's a big ask the first year in this league. This league is much more of a grind than the Norwegian league is, because you play pretty good to really good teams every week, and you play 7 games, and it's a lot more physical, I would say. So it takes a toll on a long year like that. But if they can come into the playoffs pretty healthy, I think of course they'll give everybody a good punch.
Yeah.
No, definitely. And as you said earlier about like the speed or like your expectations that the Vikings would struggle a little bit on defense, that's some of what the same expectations that I have definitely after watching the game against you guys in Tyresö, because when I saw how they played, it kind of surprised me because it was a high scoring game both ways. But you guys definitely ended up with a dominant win there. But it was cool to see how their offense was moving. But like as you said, their defense, it's a way different speed in Sweden than it is in Norway. Definitely with all of how the offensive schemes are more practiced and people are more experienced with playbooks. Like and you don't have as many rookies coming up to step on the plate in the senior A-laget in Sweden. So definitely the speed on offense is going to be a big factor for them. But I think that this is a really, really good learning curve for them. I think that if they eventually return to Norway, I think that's going to be hard for a lot of these Norwegian teams, definitely for us as well. Because I played in Sweden, I know that the different speed is. It's a big part of the game. When you learn to play at that speed, you could really dominate someone who's not as experienced. So, but hey, I'll move forward a little bit to a next question, because in the season opener, we got to see a really, really cool young talent from you guys, and I just want to wonder how he's doing. The guy that had a kickoff return, I think Billgren. Yeah, exactly.
Billgren is cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's only 19, so he's still U19, which is crazy.
Yeah.
No, he's a fantastic talent. He's been, I mean, our philosophy is that we want him fresh for the playoffs. So he's sharing time. We got 3 running backs that I feel all are good. Only 2 played in the Oslo game that you saw, but they're pretty much sharing time. And then he tweaked his ankle on a kickoff return versus Örebro last week, so he didn't play against AIK this weekend. Okay. But, I mean, he's still been balling. He took a kickoff return back for a touchdown against Limhamn as well. And, no, he's definitely in the running for Rookie of the Year, I'd say. He's been fantastic. I mean, his speed and his vision and his toughness it's definitely next level. I'm pretty sure he'll go D1.
Yeah. Oh, that's awesome. That's really cool news. No, I say if we were doing the rankings that we were, he would. There no doubt in my mind that he would have been the baller of the week if we did that Swedish or the rankings for Swedish series like we do in the Norwegian. Such a great talent that guy was.
Yeah, he's exciting to watch for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys give out like awards in the Swedish league? Like there is a Rookie of the Year kind of award?
Yes. Yeah. It's been going since they started the Superserien back in 1991. They have the player of the year, like the league MVP, and then there is a best for each position group, and then at least they used to have best import, Rookie of the Year, Coach of the Year. I think that's it.
Right. Nice. That's something I wish we could do in Norway too, to have some real awards for the players.
Yeah.
I mean, right now it's been just a championship game, and either you're champion or you're not, I guess. And
Right.
Hey, MVP as well. He got the MVP as well, but that's basically it. And
yeah,
we had the All-Star team there going for a couple of years. I don't really know
Yes.
where that's been. And then you got now in the last year, we don't give away awards, but we give away T-shirts for Baller of the Week. So that's at least
That's
something.
not bad. Yeah,
That's
that's
at
not bad.
least something.
No, but we at least. I don't think they did it last year. I don't know if it's a Corona thing or whatever it is, but we used to have like a banquet. Actually, the day, which is a little weird, the night before the championship game, where we had all the nominees for each position, and then
Mm,
you call out the winner, like award season style, and you come up and you get a trophy with your name and
that's
position
awesome.
group and all that. So it was pretty cool. But it's tough to have it before the game,
Yeah.
and it's weird to have it after the game. So there's hard to find a good time for it.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I
Exactly.
think NFL also has it like the week before the game, right? The NFL honors. It's, it's
Hmm.
I think it's a Pro Bowl weekend or something like that. I'm not sure.
That is correct. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean that's awesome, and I hope the Federation in Norway also can do a little bit of that this year because we finally have stats in Norway, so I'm happy about
Yeah.
that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
And
Making
we got
progress. Making
a lot
progress.
of things to learn from the Swedish league in Norway, and I mean bringing you in as a head coach for the national team certainly helps a little bit. I think like you you've been there,
Appreciate that.
and you can kind of implement a few things here and there in Norway that you can make it better for everybody involved. So we appreciate that, Leo.
My pleasure. And hey, I want to say this totally honestly that Norway is not that far off. Of course, there are things that can be better, but there are a lot of things that can be better in the Swedish league as well. I think there's a lot of talent in Norway, and if we can just get stuff moving in the right direction, we'll we'll start eating a lot of that cushion that Sweden
Mm,
and Finland has on
yeah.
Norway pretty fast. So uh, let's all start working, and we'll get there sooner than
Exactly.
someone might think. Actually,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, and this year actually has been good because all the teams kind of had hope of the championship game, so they brought in some talent, and the competition level has been more decent this year than and then maybe if you go back like 10 years or somehow like
hmm
when Lura Bulls won the championship game in Norway, it was people was winning over each other equally and stuff like that, so it was exciting.
Yeah.
But after that, also Vikings kind of took over, and they've been kind of dominating, and it's been even under
Yeah.
Oslo Vikings. But this year I feel like it's been even at the top. We don't know how Oslo
Yeah.
Vikings would fit in, but I think if Oslo Vikings played in Norway this year, it would still be decently even. Actually, if you
right,
consider that
right.
Icefall just won over them in the championship game 2 years ago, and it's basically
Hmm.
the same
Yeah.
teams. Yeah, I don't see the biggest difference. I think it's competition like increases the level of every team. So that's the best we can ask for in Norway. It's a competitive league, and I feel like we're really heading in the right direction this year.
Definitely, iron sharpens iron, as they always say. That is so true.
Exactly. Exactly.
Exactly, exactly. Well, I think we had a really good chat, Leo. Is there anything else that you wanna talk about, considering the national team?
No, just get the word out, get that link to the sign up out, and get excited because
Yeah.
the federation and the staff is working their butts off to get this figured out, to get the greatest experience possible for every player age 14 to 40 or whatever during those two camps. So let's go, guys! It's exciting times.
Yeah. For sure.
I agree. I agree. It's I mean, if you're a player, this is what you play for. It is to be a part of the national team. It's a part to represent your country. And if you're a player, even though if you're talent or not, sign up for the camp. Like we said, competition iron sharpens iron. You can only get better from a camp like this with all the coaches they brought in, all the all the all the practice schedule, all like that. Like it's gonna be fun. It's going to be competitive, and you're going to learn a lot. You're going to become better, and you're going to walk away from the camp a better football player. So, you junior player, senior player, sign up. That's the message here, right?
Definitely. Enjoy coming on your podcast, guys. You do a great job, so appreciate it.
All right.
Yeah.
Thanks
Appreciate you
to
too,
you
man.
too,
Thank
Leo.
you.
Right.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah.
Peace
Same.
out, man.
Peace.
I mean, yeah. Sign up.
Sign up for sure. For sure. It's going to be a battle out there. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Yeah. Trying to bring your leg back to normal. Try to talk now. See?
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah.
No, it's not
Feel
really
like
getting better.
it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
It's fine.
All right, guys. It's time for. I guess it's time for my announcement, right? Like, let's go. Let's move on. So, you know about the Seeger, and also a few close friends of mine, and a few guys like the Federation, and a few guys in the football environment knows about this. Is that I'm moving. I'm moving to France next year. Actually, this year, this summer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do AMsportsTV next year. This is gonna be my last year doing AMsportsTV. It's sad. I know. It's been a part of me since 2017. I started AMsportsTV. Just bought a camera, went to the football games, trying to film from the sideline. Learned
Yeah.
YouTube wise how to do live stream. I just love the sport. I love to build the environment. I love to
Yeah.
represent the players and stuff like that. So it's been a blast for me too, and it's gonna be sad, man, not to do this
Yeah.
next year.
Yes, we're definitely gonna miss you, Martin. You know, I've said it before. Yeah, I've talked to you. You're a close friend of mine, so we've had some talks about this. But yeah, dude, what you've done is elevate the like community in social media like a huge margin. You have done a lot for American football in Norway. And I don't really think that goes over people's head. I think people understand that, and you know, you put time, effort into this, and I'm happy that I got to, you know, be a part of it. Happy that I got to help you out, and we've had some fun times, and also all the stuff that you've done behind behind closed doors. Sorry, behind closed doors.
Are you referencing
Is
to my marriage right now?
yeah.
I got married behind bars.
Yeah,
No.
but what you've done behind the closed doors is it's uncanny. It's a lot of work, and yeah, you definitely deserve. Oh, you definitely deserve the respect for all the work that you put in, and I just want to say for all of us, I'm pretty sure here in Norway and American football, we thank you for what you've done for us, bro.
Yeah, thanks, Sigurd. And you told this to me heart to heart
Yeah,
before, so I
yeah,
know how you feel, of course, and I know how
yeah,
how a lot of other people also feel about it, and me too. Like I feel like I'm giving up or something, and it sucks because now when I move away,
yeah,
I need live streams more than ever.
yeah,
I put myself in a
yeah,
position where I'm doing all the live streams, and now I'm moving away, and I need
yeah,
the live streams, because I'm gonna pay
yeah, yeah,
attention,
yeah.
and hopefully, I
One
think the
thing you can
federation,
say though, one thing you can say though about something you want to say about this, what we're doing right now.
the podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, I told
You
my
want to say
wife
anything about it?
this is staying,
What you
man.
told your wife?
I said we're
There
gonna
you
keep
go.
this going.
There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
So
Yes. So you heard it here first, folks. This podcast is going to keep rolling, and you know, I'll end up being the representative for the Norwegian side, and you know, it's going to be definitely Martin's going to be working though over there. You're going to be watching. You got to be watching, right?
yeah,
You
yeah,
got to
yeah.
be paying attention to all the stats, all the games, and everything. So
I'm gonna
it's going to be
I'm
fun.
gonna I'm gonna still be in it a little bit with the federation, trying to
Yeah.
work on a little bit with them,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm gonna do yet because I'm gonna be working from afar, so I'm not gonna be at the games. But I have a dream that the federation wanna buy all my equipment, and they wanna like
And
start
then,
Knife TV, like their own kind of a
yeah,
thing, and keep the ball rolling. Like try building on, maybe hire a guy that really knows what's going on, and also maybe
yeah,
use the guys that I've been training up a little bit. Because hey, I
yeah.
haven't done this alone. That's
Mm, definitely
let me
not.
get this clear. I got a lot of help from people that reached out, be like, "Hey, I want to help you. What can I do?" And I want to let everybody know that anybody who helped me at any time, I really appreciate it, because I could not have done what I have done without the help I gotten,
Yeah. There you
including
go.
you,
There you
Sigurd.
go. That's for real. Including me. Yes. Let's go. I got
Yes.
my praise, guys.
Yeah.
No, but for real though, it's been a blast. It's been a blast. I remember our first time commentating together too. That was fun. I think that was in the Viking Stadium, I think.
Yeah. Definitely.
It was fun.
I think so.
Dude. Yeah.
Yeah. I remember.
No, but yeah.
Back when, just the story, the origin story of AMsports TV.
Yeah.
I was at home.
I think I know what you. I think I know what you're gonna say.
Yeah, I
I
was
think
at
I already
home,
heard it. Yeah, go ahead.
2016. I was living with Leo Kraft, rest in peace.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
we were just pissed off because we couldn't see our own game that we played, and we were like, why can't we just, because we were watching football from Germany. Michael Hall lived in my place too. So we were watching like
Yeah.
football from France, Germany, whatever league. Like Michael knew
Yeah.
all the football channels, so he just put on whatever was playing, and we were like, "Hey, why can't we
Yeah.
watch anything from Norway?" So I set a meeting with the federation, and I laid up like a plan how to create Knife TV, but the budget obviously couldn't comply with what I was putting down, so they couldn't really do anything with it. So I
Yeah.
took 10,000 NOK from my own
Matters in
pocket.
your own hands.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I invested in the camera, and I just went to the game, started filming, and then I sold that camera, and I bought a more expensive camera, and I just kept the
Yeah.
ball rolling. 2 years after, I'm doing the
Yeah.
national team streaming, and then I didn't know shit. Like I was just remember 2019. It came like a
Yeah.
rainy weather, and I was like not prepared for that at all, and the whole
I remember
stream
you started when you first.
shut
Yeah.
down.
I remember.
Yeah.
I remember, and I also remember when you first started out streaming. You started streaming out on Facebook, like
Oh yeah.
like you're a 40-year-old. No, I'm just kidding. But I remember that it was 2019. All your games was streamed on Facebook. I remember that.
Yeah. It was good reach.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
a lot of people
Yeah.
saw it.
Dude, now I actually think I remember. No, yeah. No, it was. When was the time when the stream shut down again? Where was that?
2019 championship
Yeah,
game.
but where was it? Oh yeah.
It was at Frogner. You lost
Yeah,
against
because
Oslo Vikings.
I lost. Yeah, and I also lost some highlights because of your goddamn rain, man. God damn it, Martin.
Not only my rain, my enormous score bar in the middle.
Oh
that
my
took
God.
Way too much space.
Dude, I had a huge hit, and the hit, you just see me flying into the scoreboard, and then
Yeah.
I disappear.
Yeah, you hit
Oh,
Pruptud
dude.
really hard. I remember that.
I remember that. I remember. Good times though, bro.
Yeah, really good times. And I'm gonna look back
Yeah.
to this like I'm gonna only have good memories from American football in Norway. That's for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been a lot of work
For
though.
sure.
Like
Yeah.
it,
This is. I could say this. We need to take like for future stuff. American football in Norway needs to take from this experience about like have you done this. This needs to be if this league okay, all right, hold. If this league wants to work, if it league wants to keep moving forward and upgrading and like evolving, you definitely need something like this. You need AMsportsTV kind of content. You need content like constant content who keeps the community active. That's something you definitely, desperately need. And second of all, if you need that, you need to hire somebody. This is not something that someone can do on the side. In our case, Martin just retired and had some free time on his hands, so he was doing some of this right after he retired football, and then
I started before I had a girlfriend. I just quit my job. I had a lot of time. That's when I
Yeah.
started. Now I got a
Yeah.
wife. I got 3 kids. I got a full-time job.
Yeah.
It's too much right now.
Yeah. Yeah. So this desperately needs to become a 100% job, a 100% job, if someone is going to take over and do this, because it's a lot of friggin' work, man. I've tried. I've done some stuff, helped out a little bit, but dude, it's just so goddamn much work.
Yeah.
So
I'm at the game.
yeah.
I'm at the game before the players to start the rig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're like games at 2. We show up at 10. Start rigging up.
Yeah, that's the next
No
game.
joke.
We're there
No,
at 11.
what? We did
2
that.
No,
Okay,
3
all right.
hours, bro. I'm 3 hours before.
Okay. All right. But still.
But still.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
still.
Going on to Kristiansand.
That grind.
That's a 18-hour day.
Yeah. Dude, when did I take a trip to what did we go to Christian? Because we went to Christiansand for 2 things. We went there first for American football, and then the second time we went there for baseball. Yeah. But what game was that we commentated in Kristiansand? That was a juniors game, no?
Yeah, I think it was a double.
Yeah, probably.
Bro,
No, it wasn't a double. I don't think it was a double.
You seen this?
Ooh, look at that. Some swag under there.
You see it? See my headband? Feels really comfortable
See
wearing
that,
something.
man.
Look at that. Ballers.
Ooh, look at that. I'm not going to lie, bro. You look like a straight G right now. You look like a straight G. No, don't take the hat off. Don't take the hat off.
All right, we got a segue to this. We got a few ones of this left. I think
we
from
do
last
not have a
week-
lot of those left, man.
From last week, already five. Half of them are gone. We're selling them for 100 NOK. Contact us if you want one. Ballers headband.
Yep.
Limited.
I actually got a limited, very limited. But I did get a comment on that because we called them skull caps. They are not skull caps, Martin. You know, they
That's
are
why I
head
said
wraps.
headband.
That's what yeah. It's wraps. It's like a
Head wrap.
yeah. It's a headband, but like a wrap. Yeah,
Right.
that's what someone told me. So I'll take
Did
their word
Michael
for it.
tell you?
I've never used one of those. So no, Stian told me actually.
Oh, okay.
Stian.
Oh yeah,
Bro.
Michael told me.
Yeah.
It was on my back
okay.
because of that.
Oh yeah. That's not a skull cap, man. Stop saying that.
Yeah. Exactly. All right. I think that's a good episode, right?
Yeah, man.
We talked
That wraps it up.
U17. We talked with Leo about the national team and the Swedish series, and
Yeah.
we laid down the truth about me quitting after the season.
Yeah.
Quitting on you guys.
The sad news, guys. No, you're not quitting on us. You gotta live a life. You gotta live a life now.
I'm moving. Nothing I can do.
Yeah.
And,
Exactly.
Moving to south of France, man. I'm already started. I've been drinking alcohol since 11 o'clock. That's the French
There you
way,
go.
right? Yeah.
That's a French way right there. On a Monday. Here we go.
Yeah.
I just called you out right there.
Yeah. I forgot it was Monday.
It's funny. It's funny.
Hey, the only way to detox is to retox.
There we go. Hey, that's true.
Yeah,
17th of May went hard for you, I guess.
No, I was driving.
Yeah. You got a family of 3 kids, so I understand that. No.
Yeah.
No
I
worries.
allowed my wife to have a few drinks on 17th of May. On a rare occasion, I do that.
You were like, I'll drive, babe.
Yeah.
I'll drive.
I had one drink earlier in the day. That's all.
Oh, I'm just kidding. That's fine.
Yeah.
That is fine.
All right, Sigurd.
All right, bro.
Important week.
I think that's it.
Important week.
Important week now. Last
We get-
regular season game.
We got Glads against Starfighters Saturday 4 o'clock. We got Isol versus Trolls Saturday 4 o'clock. Same time.
Yep.
I'm
It's gonna
commentating
be exciting.
I'm commentating the Isol game with it just got announced that actually Isol legend Bård Aune is gonna comment with me.
Ooh. Dude, I'm excited, man. That guy's such a good. He usually is a speaker up in Eidsvoll at the home stadium, and him and Ronnie, they both do a really, really good job. If you ever are, so if you're an Eidsvoll fan, definitely you should be at every home game. No excuses. But if you are an away game fan and you kind of don't know American football, going to Bern is the game for you to go to, because these two guys, they explain the game as it is happening to you, so it becomes fun for you to watch it. Even for those who don't understand it, it becomes very fun for you because you kind of get an understanding of the game as the game is going on. So yeah.
Really, they're legends up in Eidsvoll. Ronny on board. And
I'm excited to see how Board will do that in the commentating booth. Though he has commentated before, I know I've heard that, but with him commentating with a partner, I've never heard. So this is gonna be exciting. And also he's also one of the founders for Eidsvoll. So I don't know how neutral a man can be about his own team, but we'll
and his son
see.
Elias is playing. So but actually he's been commentating with me before, U17 national championship game in the year Wilhelm won for the Vikings.
Oh yeah, okay.
Do you remember
was that in Wilberg? No,
yeah, exactly, at Wilberg.
Okay.
When Åsane played too.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well, then we know. It's gonna be cool then to see. Yeah, it's gonna be cool then to see you guys commentate up in Eidsvoll. It's gonna be a fun game for sure.
Really good game. I can't wait. I'm really excited. It's gonna be a long day for me. I'm gonna go down to Starfighters first and rig up everything, and then I gotta go to Eidsvoll and rig up everything there. So.
Oh damn it! Yeah, that's a lot of work in one day. But it's how it is. It's how it is. It's fine though. Hey, just take this time to soak up the 3 last games that you're covering. So you know what I mean.
No, it's 4 games. 5 games.
You're not covering the Kristin game. Okay, whatever.
No.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's 2 games like next weekend. Semis.
Yeah.
And it's 2 games the championship week. U17 seniors.
Well, what? Okay. Yeah,
So
that's true. That's true.
Plus 1.
Plus this 2. Yeah.
I got 5 more games.
Yeah.
On my career.
All right, there we go. All right, man. I think that wraps it up, man.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon, guys. Peace out and ball out.